I feel like the biggest cheat code about the NBA is talking about the Lakers. So let's talk about the Lakers. Currently, they sit at the second seed in the Western Conference, 39-21, winning 7 out of their last 10, 17 out of their last 20. This team is on fire. And I guess there's no one else to thank but Nico Harrison. Let's get into it. I think firstly, I want to hit on the idea of the best duo in the league. And the best duo in the league might just be LeBron and Luka Doncic. Quite frankly, you have some great duos. You have Jokic and Jamal Murray. You have the Jays in Boston, Kat and Jalen Brunson, KD and Book. But no one is landing quite like the Lakers, right? Those two are two top 10 players. And yes, the Lakers had 2 top 10 players, but those were 7 and 9, if we're going to be completely honest. Now they got 3 and 7. This team is deep too. I think this team is a problem. JJ Redick has somehow lucked into the greatest coaching job of all time. You went from coaching LeBron and AD to LeBron and Luka Doncic, all while you're on the Lakers. Talking about their last 5 games, you can see that this team is starting to really click. 5 out of their last 7 wins have been against playoff teams. They've been against the Clippers twice. They faced Jokic and Nuggets. They faced the Timberwolves and one more team that I'm blanking on completely. The Mavericks, who, okay, as of right now, probably not going to be a playoff team, but you're picking up what I'm putting down. A lot of the points that I've seen JJ Redick mention, nothing really stands out to me quite like the idea of these Luka blackout moments where I feel like he just takes over. And I think the most dangerous part of this team is that LeBron is not your best player. You'll have moments where LeBron can sit in the corner and recover and rest. You see the fruits of that rest in moments where Luka is able to throw these cross-court passes all the way to LeBron, and it just seems like no one can get past him. He's 40 years old and still sprints like a freight train. It's kind of crazy, right? Looking back on it, and hindsight is obviously 2020, the idea that they didn't have to give up Dalton Connect ended up being quite huge for them. For where they are right now, you have injuries to Rui and Austin Reeves, so the lineups that you're putting out there aren't great shooting lineups. You know, you have Jackson Hayes, Vando. I saw Shake Milton played a lot last night as well. I feel like Dalton Connect gives you that 3-point shooting and someone that you need to be worried about. And honestly, such luck, to be honest. Like, that's the only way I can describe it. It's luck that Mark Williams wasn't, fit to play on the Lakers. Maybe he said otherwise, but I feel like this team has big next man up mentality. And that next man up mentality is great when you get to play alongside someone like Luka Doncic. When you don't have to worry that your next man up is going to be hounded on defense because Luka commands so much attention. So does LeBron. But at this point, we're looking at it and being like, oh, LeBron isn't who we need to worry about right now. It gives opportunities for players like Shake Milton, like Dalton Connect, most notably Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes shot 8 for 8 from the field yesterday. Not from the line, from the field. In 23 minutes, had 19 points. 7th best game of his career. And a lot of that is because he is just there in the dunker spot for Luka Doncic, being able to be ready whenever that ball comes, because it is going to come. Luka always gets a second, third defender. They will blitz him on pick and rolls, and he is smart enough to say, I know where the open man is. I know where the gap that you've laid is. One play I want to bring up is this segment where the Pelicans are in a zone, and it's pretty beautiful passing and understanding how the zone is and knowing where the weakness lies. Somehow, the weakness lied in the hands of LeBron James. It was right in front of him. Everyone turned their heads to look at Luka Doncic, and then they forgot about LeBron James. That's what this team is. They are crazy. If you try to lock down one, the other is right there. Both are competent passers. Though both have crazy basketball IQ. You can't just cut one out of the game because the other one is still there. The Lakers defense is also something worth noting, right? Somehow they lost their defensive anchor and have become better on defense. I think their defensive rating with AD was like 112. Now it's at 106. I don't really know how else to put it other than this team is good. Luka has looked very engaged on defense. And whilst it's Luka Doncic, right? We know he's not going to be an all defensive type player. He's still trying. And I think trying and being engaged is the most you can ask for. Look, this team has like Vando, right? You have Rui, who is doing all right at guarding bigs. You have Jackson Hayes, who in a pinch can deal with it. I'm not saying he's the greatest defender ever, but he'll get you a lot of offensive rebounds. You don't need to be Drew Holiday levels of perimeter defender. You just need to be engaged. You just need to give a damn. And it'll work. As evidenced, right? I think the biggest thing I can go on to about this is, are the Lakers title contenders? Are they going to do it all? I'm not entirely sure, because I think this Lakers team at full strength is a contender. Of course, it is all about health. The best stability is availability. So maybe once we see what they look like, once their team is all back together, maybe this is just a good February, March for them. For the Lakers right now, all you need to do is stay the course. If you can get to 50 wins, you're calm. Does it matter if you're the 4th seed? No, because regardless, you still have to deal with a lot of these teams in the playoffs. If you want to make a championship run, the seed doesn't matter. You still got to face the big teams down the line. You still got to go against Denver. You still got to go against OKC. Depending how it falls out, maybe you don't have to face the big ones, but you have to face strong teams. The West is loaded. From top to bottom, the West is good. Even down to the 10th seed, the West is strong. So, do I think they are a contender? Yes. Do I think it is a lock for a championship this year for them? Maybe. Not entirely, but it could be. And that's where I want to leave this video. As someone who isn't a Laker fan, this sucks. If you're a Laker fan though, this is the best time for you, because say this season doesn't work out the way you want it to. Say you end up crashing out in the second round and it's not a good look. You still have another year, another couple years. I don't think LeBron is retiring this year. I don't even think he'll retire next year. I think as long as he has Luka Doncic, he thinks, I have a chance to win number 5. So why not? But yes, that is my take. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you always. The next video is coming Friday. A little bit of 2K action for you guys. I won't spoil it, but just know the dogs are barking. Have a good day. Bye-bye now.